The late Dr. Edgar Mitchell, an Apollo 14 astronaut who walked on the moon, said this about our next guest. Francis is brilliant, a brilliant advanced thinker, and an international treasure, bringing hope and inspiration to those who seek the path out of illness to sustained health and well-being. Raymond Francis is a chemist by training, a graduate of M.I.T, a New York Times best-selling author, a world-class speaker, an internationally recognized leader in the field of optimal health and maintenance.
Hi, I'm Raymond Francis. I'm a chemist by training. I'm a graduate of MIT.
What are the 4 worst things you can have in a diet?
Sugar, wheat, processed supermarket oils, and milk and dairy products.
Okay, now look, now people are like, whoa, dairy? Isn't dairy make your bones strong? Isn't wheat like, wheat is...
the staff of life.
Dairy. You think milk does a body good.
Well, that's just a slogan. It doesn't.
Why?
Because it's biologically inappropriate. If we just look at Mother Nature, Where in Mother Nature does any animal drink milk after weaning? Doesn't happen. Where does any animal drink the milk of another animal? Doesn't happen. Milk is a unique food, and it's unique for the infant of a particular species. So you can't feed mouse milk to an elephant. Well, first of all, you need a lot of mouses to do that. And you can't feed elephant milk to a giraffe, and giraffe milk to a cow, and cow milk to a human, because it's all biochemically different.
Right, made for that species. And then you have a calf that's 60 pounds that becomes 1,500 pounds.
Yes.
That's a tremendous amount of growth.
Tremendous amount of growth, loaded with growth hormones. Now you give an adult all those growth hormones, what is it going to do? Cancer. And so milk is not appropriate. Human milk is an excellent milk for a human baby, but after weaning, don't drink milk, and don't drink the milk of another species. And of all the species that we could drink the milk from, we drink milk from cows, which is so vastly different from the chemistry of human milk that it's really very toxic to us. Mm-hmm. Now, something like goat milk is much closer to the chemistry of human milk, camel milk even. So if you're going to drink milk, drink something that's more compatible with human metabolism. Cow milk is not. It's toxic.
Milk is Mother Nature's perfect food. But the perfect food for what, or for whom? It's the perfect food for the infant of a particular species. So cow's milk is the perfect food for a calf. Look at what happens in nature. Humans are the only species that drink the milk of another species. Humans are the only species that drink milk after weaning. Now, drinking milk as we do, drinking the milk of another species, drinking milk after weaning, is not normal. It does not exist in nature, with the exception of us. And as a result, what we're finding is that because drinking milk is not natural, it's not a good idea. You cannot cross-species feed, and you cannot drink milk after weaning. And Mother Nature jumps through hoops to protect us from doing this. The milk of each species is biochemically designed specifically for that species. It is unique to the specifications of that species. Cow's milk is designed to turn a 60-pound calf into a 600-pound cow in 1 year. Well, we don't need to become 600-pound cows, but many of us are. There is no human requirement for milk from a cow. None. Yet, many Americans drink 100 gallons of milk per year. Mother Nature does not want us to do this, and tries its best to protect us from it. Most humans make lactase. This is an enzyme that digests the sugar in milk for only about 4 to 5 years. Most adults are intolerant to lactase. Only 25 to 30% of the world's population drinks any milk at all. And most people cannot drink milk because it will make them sick. They're lactose intolerant because Mother Nature wants them to be lactose intolerant so that they cannot drink milk, because drinking milk is a bad idea. Here's an interesting statistic. 4% of the world's population drinks more milk than the other 96% put together. Well, who do you think that 4% is? Guess who? It's your friends and neighbors and your family. It's the crazy Americans. The crazy Americans drink more milk than the rest of the world combined, because the rest of the world knows it's a bad idea. Dairy products make up to 1/3 of the adult diet in America. And this leads to insufficient intake of essential nutrients, because nutrients are lacking in the milk that we should be getting, and yet we're consuming the milk instead of the other foods, the vegetables that we should be eating.